Well, this is my Flash episode 19 review. In this episode, we get to see how Team Flash deals with Barry not being, as he calls it, the fastest man alive anymore, since he gave up his powers in the previous episode 18 to. As a consequence of this episode, Barry has to rely on Team Flash as a whole. It can't just be them looking behind the scenes and Barry doing all, the hero work. So in this episode, it's Cisco's time to shine. As you realize from the episodes previous when they went to Earth 2, they meet Earth 2 Cisco and he has so much more powers than Cisco does. And that's when they want to, try to expand that. Well, if Earth 2 Cisco can, then so can our Cisco. So that's when they, discover more with the help of Wells that Cisco can, actually open his own breaches between the different Earths. So that's when Barry decides that he's going to help Cisco, do this. But Cisco in the start is, and generally right, worry in this, What if they do really zoom into this world? They'll be screwed, Any way you think about it. So he's terrified. Because the first time they do it, they say Zoom, it's as if, Zoom wants us and Cisco doesn't want to give into it. But Barry, keeps encouraging Cisco positively, and you see not much of the Flash, but Barry as himself, he can do so much more himself. He doesn't need the Flash to be, a hero anyway. And you see that in this episode that he encourages Cisco, with positively. It's like you can do this. In the end, you see him doing it. And finally, opens the breaches. I'm thinking this might lead onto the finale of it not being just Barry that's the phase Zoom. Because somehow Cisco help to make it a bit different from season 1. See how much they have, progressed. Another important part of this episode is when it focuses on Zoom actually as a character. You get to find out, why he is the way that he is. And you find out it kind of weirdly parallels Barry. Like Barry's father gets framed for his mother's death, but in this one, under Solomon Zoom, his father actually does kill his mother, and he's there to witness it. And that will kind of, mess with your psyche a little bit. So that, he goes to an orphanage, and he sort of doesn't achieve really the best. The whole bad home starts spiraling out of control, as you see, becomes kind of a serial killer. And then he ends up in this asylum type thing, and you see him strapped to one of those, really old cliche electric chairs where they get punished, which you see more they did for punishment in prisons. And you see just then is when the particle accelerator explodes in Earth 2. It hits him. And when a villain gets powers, obviously they're going to misuse them, which is the same thing happens with the Zoom. Becomes obsessed with having more and more power. And that's how he is the way he is now. His need for power. Keep himself alive because he, wanted more and more and misused powers. And as you see, like he has no problem with sort of killing people, so when he gets his powers, he's like, oh, this is for my own merit. I'm gonna do this. He sees nothing wrong with it. And it kind of makes you sympathize for him for a little bit, because then you understand that maybe if things were different, Barry could have ended up like that. If he didn't get taken in by the Wests, maybe he could have ended up maybe not as bad, but we could have been a more fair person. That brings up more question of the what ifs. I'm hoping in the next episode or so we get to find more about Zoom and all his whole planning and his more of his right power would be good overall. I like to get to see if his backstory is not just this faceless villain. I like finding out their motives. Why are they doing this? I hope you like this review. If any ideas for future reviews, please let me know. And I'm sorry about the sound quality. I'm trying to fix it and dealing with copyright issues. And please support me by subscribing to my channel. See you next time.